Hello. How are you guys doing? I hope you're well. Um, yeah. Like most of you today, I I'm in a state of reflection. I'm thinking deep thoughts, and I'm thinking deep thoughts because people keep asking me if I'm going to Sierra Leone. People who were planning to go to Sierra Leone for Christmas are calling me to ask me if they should still go to Sierra Leone for Christmas in light of recent news, November 26th. And I've been thinking about finding ways to really answer that question, which has brought me to where I am right now. So if you don't know, on November 26th, there was a coup attempt in Sierra Leone. And from what we know so far, some former military men or soldiers, men and women, tried to take control of, or did get some control of, weapons and ammunition. They attacked and killed, I think it's about almost 20 other soldiers and police. They also went to the central prison and they released prisoners from Sierra Leone's largest prison. No civilians were killed as far as we know. But if we're thinking about peace and security, these two incidents are probably the biggest threat to national security that has happened in Sierra Leone since the end of the Civil War. This is the first time since the end of the war that I can recall such a high breach of security and stability. I mean, things have happened, things have happened here and there. People have died. We've had natural disasters with higher casualties. But, fire, oil tanker, disease and destruction, these are things that are more or less not issues that on the high level affect national security. They can lead to insecurity, but not in the same way as members of your military or armed forces going rogue and attempting to take over control of your country. So it takes me back to 2018. So 2018, I was interviewed by the BBC because in 2018, Sierra Leone was ranked either the second or third most peaceful country in Africa. And I was interviewed by the BBC and they were asking me, what I thought about this peace index and Sierra Leone's high ranking. And I remember saying something along the lines of how, yes, it is really great to have peace, but that for the average Sierra Leonean, in addition to peace, they need better quality of life, access to good health care, quality education, and just like a better life, like to live better lives, longer, healthier, fuller, more meaningful lives. And today I found myself thinking about peace. What does peace mean to me as a Sierra Leonean? And I think say the answer is still not changed. Peace, especially in light of November 26th, peace is more than just the absence of conflict or war or violence. Peace is about benevolence and justice and a state of mind where you are actually committed to de-escalating conflicts, where you are committed to guaranteeing dignity and human rights and rule of law and due process and fairness, because Usai Justice Day, Usai citizens then believe say they're able get redress, they're able get access to the courts, they're able carry them court case go get justice, and then no say justice day na courts. That society they get for day in a better state of peace than one Usai justice no day, Usai people that not feel like for say they get rights, Usai people that not feel like for say like then get power as ordinary citizen without any extra like push or without any extra like, oh, I sabi somebody, that person they get for do this, that somebody get for do that, you know. And so people then they call me, then they ask me, Vicky, waiting for do now, I don't buy me tickets for go salon. And the member say, hey, what a luxury and a privilege it is to be a person in the diaspora who can choose to go to Sierra Leone or not. It is such a privilege. It is such a privilege. If you're in a place right now as a person of the diaspora where you can actually ask the question, like, can I go to Sierra Leone? Should I not go? You have privilege. Because for the majority of citizens in Sierra Leone, they don't have the option of being in Sierra Leone or not. Sierra Leone is all they have got. And as I process the information that is coming out from the government, as it is trying to deal with this breach in security, this attack on national security, there are a couple things that I wish we would take more time to do, and also a certain cautiousness awale we get for the way how we dey talk about wetin don happen and the people that way responsible. As far as I know, na salon, you are innocent until proven guilty. But some of the information where they see they come out specifically from Ministry of Information, as then they talk about the people that way then they look for in connection or in relation to the coup attempt. It's like say already the investigation done, then don't go to courts, then don't get all the evidence, then don't find them people that are so guilty. In a democratic society, even at a time Usai we get issues of national security, so long as they not don't do a state of emergency, it means say we dey under the usual laws of the country, the usual rules of law and the constitution. It means say then governments where they talk about the people that way then they fend or look for, then governments get for behave say now suspect then suspect. In the language and the government is using, it should continue to say that these are people who are suspected. They are suspected. Now only way then go na courts, now they we go able prove if they're guilty or not. One thing I don't see don't happen, but kuna salon over time is governments, both this government and the previous government, then can present to we then can present to we boku information. Say this thing don't be, this thing don't be, this thing don't be. Oh, look, corruption. This person don't make with the charge with corruption. Oh, this other one, we did commission of inquiry. Or this other one, we do this. This other one, in name can inside the audits. And quick one, we all don't begin, they like say, hey, guilty, hey, na do bang, na this. Myself included in the past, myself included. Because today I really been to trust anything where government say, if he writes down and say, well, this person, if evidence somebody they not go down, go catch him. You understand what I mean? But now, after so many years in the public space and so many learnings of how governments can make mistake, and how things then can appear one way and be another way, I really want for make we be very cautious as we throw away people then picture, people then name, call this person this and that and this and that, where governments not reach gonna cut it for go because government still get for present government evidence against the suspect or the accused and get for try them na court. Now that make us start this live with. Peace is not the absence of violence or conflict. It is about a commitment to justice, rule of law, dignity, human rights, and just what is fair, and like fairness. Because I talk from the experience of somebody where no now waiting italic for let you get person where they accuse for something, arrest them, put in a jail, put in name na paper, charge and go courts, care and go pardon by road. I don't see that entire process there from start to finish where people then believe say this person commits this thing based on waiting the language where governments use. But at the end of the day, case dismissed, nothing no commode past the embarrassment and pain and suffering where the person where they arrest go through. The problem where we get now we country now for say we very reactionary and we need for left for be so reactionary. So again, the absence of conflict or war is much more than that. And me fear and me concern right now, not about this year or next year or 2 years from now or 3 years from now. Me concern right now about 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Them people that way then they get out, then they say this person a criminal, this person a fugitive, Them people then they and them people them. The kind of bitterness we can grow in a person in hearts about a miscarriage of justice, where they sit down inside person in heart and mind and soul. We not get for commot, we just get for day inside day, then they in a position of power, we then self able now feel like for say, okay, that's the way they mean do to me self they can do I'm back. I'm very concerned. I'm very, very concerned. Today, we saw that the former president, Ernest Bai Koroma, has been invited by CID to assist with the investigations. The government of Sierra Leone has every right to invite anybody, no matter who that you be, former president or not, for assisting investigation if while they are doing the investigation, it leads in the direction that it leads, right? Because those are the powers that are guaranteed in the Constitution. So the government has every right to invite President Koroma if that is where the evidence has led, right? The Constitution of Sierra Leone gives the government that right. My concern here is that we know for pick and choose how we dey implement the Constitution. Not to the parts where you feel say you lack, you dey implement. or the pathway fit with you want for do right now. You make an article this section, this, blah, 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 by the Constitution of Sierra Leone, boom, I can do this. The same constitution that gives the government the rights to invite former President Koroma for questioning is the same constitution that says that you cannot have a curfew that lasts this long without declaring a state of emergency or going back to Parliament and asking for permission or continuation or extension. Peace is not just the absence of war or conflict. We cannot continue like this. This is not the way to build a stronger nation. This is not the way to build a more unified nation. This is not the way to build a progressive nation. This is not a new direction. It is not a new direction. And that is something that all of us should be ashamed of, disheartened with, and just heartbroken. I am all for rule of law and justice. But more than anything else, I am for the equal application of the law for every citizen of Sierra Leone, no matter who you are. And so, yeah, it is truly, for me, for some people then, these are very small things. They're very, very small things, okay? But when it comes to setting the, waiting and can say in a salon and get one parable, but small piece and smell and drugs. Anytime I try for do Creole parable, I'm not able to do I'm fine. But when I know it's here they talk something but small piece, nine they smell drugs or nine they cause smell. That parable. Every time a sitting government eschews the Constitution, even if not a small one, it creates deep ripples that have a lasting effect in our society and in our states. Where you not government, small unconstitutionalism, small, na in they smell the drugs. Small, you don't need a lot. You just need for doing small. You're creating a precedent, meaning the example of the behavior within the system, within our institutions, that then weakens those institutions. Because all my kind of power, they weaken a small. After the war, after the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, one of the biggest expenses that we happen at Salon now for the Justice Sector Reform Project. The Justice Sector Reform Project now being a direct creation from the Truth and Reconciliation Commission after them don't identify, say, beaucoup of the issues them will lead to the conflicts in Salon will last for 10 years. Now because man them we get power, politician and government people then been done powerful past the Constitution, been done powerful past law, been done powerful past the actual institutions that we get, and there was no separation, where American man can say separation of church and state. So then try for focus for build the justice sector. For let them make a more strengthened institution so that we actually go because then be no say peace is not just the absence of war. It is also about justice. It is also about justice. about constitutionalism, about the rule of law, about just doing fairness and doing things the right way. It's like as all of us, I just feel like this is a time for reflection for all Sierra Leoneans, whether you're in a government, you're not in a government. But if waiting they go on right now in our country, get for born good picking, I don't know. I truly don't know. I do not know. I definitely don't feel like Sierra Leone is in a state of peace. I don't believe that we're in a state of peace at all. Whether you define peace as the absence of conflict, whether you define peace as the presence of justice and rule of law, whatever definition, I don't feel like we're there. I just feel like we are rocking in, like small piece. Yeah, small piece. I feel like we're in the draws and the draws has small piece. So to the people who are asking me, if they should go to Sierra Leone or not because they bought tickets, I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. I truly don't. I'm not one of those people where any after being a salon. Me not care about salon. No, after this, me pull up a salon business. I not get that luxury day. That ain't a luxury where people then get. Me not me own person. I not get that luxury day. I not get I said the girls have got to just. I not get the luxury for no go salon or no bissing but salon. But I can tell you, like, truly on a day-to-day basis, that thing way like the trajectory where they go, it just is heavy on your mind. Because especially if you day salon, you people in day salon, family day salon, you business day salon, na salon you really they dream for, now they dream for self-actualize, like you are making a salon. It's so disheartening. It's so disheartening because you feel like for say, am I stupid or what? Because clearly all the signs that I'm seeing, the signs that what they see, they tell me, say, the girls, the peace, it's a lot. Are you sure? I don't know. So more than anything else, this is a message to us, you and I, to really think about where we are, to question some of the information that's being shared with us about who's guilty, who's culpable, who's responsible, to just give everything like just a pinch of, like go say, take everything with a pinch of salt. You understand? I not get carried away for that, but like, listen, we don't talk, listen, we don't post read, but just like leave room for doubt, because some of the things I'm seeing, I want to begin going into details, because I definitely don't want to position myself as someone who is, as someone who does not support I fully support the investigations into the coup attempt. I feel like absolutely we need to find out who was responsible, and we need to see the evidence. It needs to be, people should have their day in court, and if found wanting, the state should do what the state needs to do to punish those people who killed those soldiers, because they have families too. Their lives matter too. All that being said, I just feel like I would like the states to do a better job of presenting its case. I would like the states to be more conscientious about due process. I would like the states to follow the Constitution, which it invokes to give it powers to act on behalf of the Sierra Leonean people, but to also hold itself accountable by the Constitution. I want our government to rise and be better than us, so that we can learn to be better ourselves as citizens. The state apparatus needs to set an example for constitutionality. The state needs to set the example for rule of law and due process. Not to forgive people than the medicine. We should all take the medicine together. If the medicine is constitutionalism and the Constitution of Sierra Leone, we want to uphold it, let's do it together for everyone and for everything. That is what we chose the president to do, to uphold the Constitution of Sierra Leone. Not just sometimes, not just for situations that are favorable for the government, but all the time. That's what we want. And if you don't like the things that are in the Constitution has guidelines for making changes. Make those changes. But if we're going to promise due process and rule of law, let's do it all the time. Let's do it all the time. Then go say, oh, you don't go understand. These issues are more complicated. Not to this rule of law business. Not to all able bring constitution can. I want it all the time. Please. No. I reject the notion that it's okay to carry on and carry over the curfew beyond what is permitted by the Constitution. But it's okay by the same Constitution to invite the former president for questioning. If you're going to flout the law when it comes to the curfew and say that, okay, we not go by the Constitution for this, then also say we not go by the Constitution for invite a former president, because a former president are former president. If we're going to selectively apply the Constitution, let us also, because now that's how they create peace and justice. Now that's how they create peace and justice. If people then they see una they follow the Constitution for certain thing them, but una they follow the Constitution for other thing them, now in they create problem. But if then see una discipline for follow the Constitution and do the right thing, nobody know they vex, because then they no governments they do in work. Because even to themselves, governments they do in work. Show us that you're doing the right thing by doing the right thing so we can have more trust in you. But when government doesn't do the right thing, it makes us not have trust in government. And then we start having questions. Why are you doing this? Is it absolutely necessary? If you didn't follow the rules there, why are you following it so hard right now? And then some people start to think, well, this now an advantage. Because they can see that you're not following the law all the time. You're not being constitutional all the time. You're not following due process all the time. You're not doing the right thing all the time. Government needs to do better. And government has the capacity to do better. Because this is the most brilliant government we've had in a long time. So many bright minds. So many young minds. So many globally respected minds. So many doctors. I mean, if you're looking for an erudite group of ladies and gentlemen, you have it in this government. Nobody no go say they no get the sense, they no get the idea, they no get the exposure, they don't know right from wrong. They do. I have never seen a more equipped group of individuals, and I am not being sarcastic. I'm not being sarcastic. These are a bunch of talented individuals in leadership. Una get the sense. We no go argue. Una get the sense. As for travel, forget about it. You have traveled. You have seen the world. You are exposed. Most of you are coming from countries that have constitutional democracies. Before you moved to Sierra Leone, you've lived and experienced constitutional democracies at work. Some of you, your children were born in these constitutional democracies. So if it is about sabi, you guys are the sabi of sabiness. So if you want us to trust you, to believe you, and to continue to support government has to consistently do the right thing. Otherwise, una go dey talk, una dey yegi, una dey support. So my invitation to government truly is, you have to step your pussy up. Be a woman, because clearly being a man is not working for Sierra Leone. You guys need to step your pussy up and be women. Be like the women of Sierra Leone who ended the civil war and marched and brought peace to our country. Let them serve as your inspiration. Woman, they will turn to the same rebel leader then we been the rape in a bush. Then draw them and then pull and say, una can make peace. Be inspired, please, by the women of Sierra Leone. Step your pussies up. Do the right thing. Like, I'm tired. I'm tired of the consistent lowering of the bar. Please, like, all day, then they with me name, not the media, but how this na salon, this na salon, this na salon. I'm so frustrated with it. No, step your pussy up. Truly. Step your pussy up. Like, step your pussy. Everybody step your pussy up. Up. All the way up. Give your best pussy. Okay? I'm talking about everybody, men and women. Step your pussy up for Sierra Leone, please. Because what you're doing now, ain't not get for born good picking. If you pick and choose how you implement the law, if you pick and choose how you implement the Constitution, ain't not get for born good picking for we in the future. And I know, yes, what we they do so right now. Right now, usai we they right now. Not so SLPP sow the seed of usai we they right now. That the weakening of the justice sector, not to today it begin, but man, the way we una don't expertise this thing on constitutionalism, not to una beginner, but man, the way we una don't bring una genius master sabi to this tier, so please, una too sabi, release it small, please. Don't be getting A all the time. Una fail small point on constitutionalism, fend other thing for score hyper. And that's why, again, I want to go all the way back to when they removed the vice president during an term. I remember saying, and a lot of people saying, this is a slippery slope. It is a slippery slope. When you give the president so much power, it is a slippery slope. APC people did not want to hear, they did not want to hear. They went ahead and did whatever they wanted. Una do wetin ever una want. Y'all did, APC did whatever it wanted. Slippery slope towards unconstitutionalism. Who's good picking and they don't born? How did that strengthen the justice system? Where is the autonomy? Then SLPP came, the way they entered the appointments of the judges, first of all, the way they enter Yanda and position who they wanted strategically. So now any case we can, depending on whose outcome they want, we know where the case is going. You should be. Then judge the way they no say, no, they play ball and not go call name one Creole woman they when a judge way they no say, that they, mix. They don't say no case go to her. They don't say no case go to that baby. They don't send case to her because they know that they go do justice. I'm not gonna call it name. But I know that they talk. They don't send case to her because they go do justice, real justice. Where in order for be seen, Uda send, Uda not send, she's going to do justice. Then I said, the Yeri said any government related case end na in court. But you know the names that are getting court cases. And you know the outcome when it goes there. We have to do better. Because honestly, I don't see how we country get for progress if every time where we get different governments and a power, they're not they do the right thing by the law, they're not they do the right thing by the constitution. It's not good for we country, it's not good for we society, it's not good for development. And the citizens themselves, they lose hope and trust and faith in the justice system and in the government as a whole. And Usai citizens and governments not able to work together because trust not they. Nothing not they succeed. Nothing not they succeed. No, nothing not they succeed if we not able to trust with governments and work with governments. But now governments get for earn we trust. Government has to earn our trust. So yeah, if you want to go salon, you go salon. I don't know, I can't tell anyone what to do. But it's not a good time. So I want to invite everybody to just be in a moment of reflection about what peace means to you. What should peace be for Sierra Leone? What do we need as Sierra Leoneans to really consolidate peace? Where peace not a thing where we they worry about because it's so ingrained in we. The way how religious tolerance ingrained in we, I wish na so peace and justice be ingrained in we. That way pan salon business way. I like Muslim not in the room. Sometimes they still pray Muslim prayer outside Christian then they. Or I like Christian they're not in the room, then go still do Muslim prayer, vice versa. Because we so believe in this thing of we no one for left. The Christian they out, we no one for left, the Muslim they out. Because we so believe in this idea of we are one people, we all have faith and no religion or better passing campaign. You understand what I mean? I wish that sense of tolerance. Now that same day the way it dey pan salon people and I so peace and justice been day per way. Truly for being beautiful. Truly. We can't go better. Because when you get peace and justice, you they believe say even if I not get money, are able within this society fairness day. Person they take advantage for me left buff. You understand what I mean? So you they try, you don't know, just try no more. Because if I try, I must progress. Because you believe in the system. But when people they not believe in the system, so man, they begin safe. They begin safe because you already feel like you don't fail, you don't lose. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in. I'm sorry this is not more optimistic, but nothing optimistic, not the way they happen, where I go share with you now at this point about safety and national security and progress and justice and peace. And that's what I really think about. So I wish you all happy holidays, and I hope everyone is safe wherever they are. And I wish you all the best. Please continue to reflect on this question of what peace means for Sierra Leone and justice, and what we all need to do individually, collectively as Sierra Leoneans, to make sure that our country is united, is progressive, is peaceful, is just, not just for one person or select people, but for all people in Sierra Leone, because that's really what we deserve. It's what we deserve. It's a social contract between us and government, citizens and government. It's a social contract that we will all be protected and have rights guaranteed to us, and the government will behave within the confines of the law as it is enshrined in the Constitution. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you guys.